want to start checking it. I don't know why I have to like check it. Let me see. Make sure I'm up. You can hear me before I start inviting people in. Let me check my let me switch accounts. And maybe I can keep this on to check my comments and see who's coming in. Let me see if I can hear myself. Okay, good. I can hear myself. All right, now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna invite information man, just in case. I mean, yeah, I think I'll do that. Let me go and invite information man. I don't know if that's him watching, but I'm gonna go ahead on and invite him now. I'm pretty sure that because I know the brother be busy all the time. Oh no, he probably I don't know if that's him. No, that couldn't have been him. Somebody jumped. Unless that was me just jumping off. Yeah. Oops. Oh, I better get the link first. Copy. Now I can get the link. Yeah. Oh, I put this link in the wrong place. Yeah, let me bring Mr. Information Man in. Yes, indeed. Let me. Yeah. I'm going to invite him just in case if he may be available. If not, he will get the playback. Mr. Information Man will get the playback. Oops, okay. I just want to make sure because I was where you sent the email at. I was putting the link where you sent the email at, but the email is supposed to be where the email and the link you put subject, meaning that I put the link there. So I paste the link there. So so I sent two emails. So if he, just in case if he available, he can click those links and he can come on and he can join the panel. So while I'm on here, I'm gonna be talking about. I'm not no regular religious man or no Christian man or no church person or no, I'm not none of that. You're dealing with somebody that when he's reading something, he do research on the words, he do research on the meaning of them. I don't care what it is I'm reading. Like I don't agree with this white boy they got on here, this European boy, but they got some history in this book that coincide. It coordinates, or is that the right word to use? With some of it does, not all of it, because you have to watch some of the things that you basically read. A work of preparation necessary, but the people were not yet ready to meet their Lord. There was still a work of preparation to be accomplished for them. Light was to be given direct, given, directing their minds to the temple of God in heaven as they should by faith follow their high priest. Okay, that's not really what I'm looking for right now. I want to go into some history and read some. By the way, let me show y'all what I'm. the study guide I'm actually going to go over today. And I want to try to finish most of it today. That's called, you see, I don't agree with everything, but I agree with the majority of the stuff that's in here. I do agree, and it coincides some of it with about they got some Becky sitting up there. I don't like that. But as far as when it comes down to, because you know, a lot of people believe they don't believe that when a person die, they die. They believe they spirit come back. So a lot of that has been the tradition for years. And you know what? It's white supremacists' fault. All this came from when they came in 1619, because that's when slavery first started, when they rounded up a lot of the slaves and they took and brought them some to the west, I think from the west coast of Africa, and in the west coast, they went into the west coast of Africa and they enslaved a lot of the people over there. And then that's why it was called the Atlantic slave trade. You see what I'm saying? And so a lot of us have been deported and shipped to what is called America. Now, Columbus, Christopher Columbus, before he came to America, this country was the way it was peaceful, you know what I mean? But we had the other people came in, and because y'all know we were speaking Hebrew before we was ever spoke English. We wasn't speaking no Hebrew. I mean, we was not speaking no English language. We started speaking English when the Europeans, Caucasian people came, and they came and they came in and they did a lot of fighting, and they did not come peacefully. Y'all have to understand. When they came, they came, and they came in the name of peace to try to shake hands with the Indian, trying to symbolize that they was the unity between, they wanted to be in unity with the Indians and stuff like that. So when they came over here and took possession of this land, they took and they slaughtered and killed a lot of the native Indian people. If you don't believe me, let me take you into the history right quick. Let me show you some history from this Bible right quick. Let me show you some history before you go off and jump me first. Let me do this right quick. Psalm 55 and 20. Psalm 55 and verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn sword. That's how they deceived the Indians. See, they called themselves coming in the name of peace, but it was actually war. They had evil in their heart, evil contention. See, they'll come with something, and you have to understand that the Europeans didn't come with all the stuff that they got. They didn't get it right. They got it through wickedness. They got it through evil. They got it through killing. Let me tell you just a little bit about the Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is not from God. It's not. It's not of God. It's of Satan. Because do you know that's the day that they slaughtered and killed a lot of the native indigenous people over here? Do y'all know this? Y'all know this, right? They slaughtered and they killed a lot of the indigenous people of this land over here, which were the Jews. This is where we get African American. At African American, the Indians is now called African Americans. But you know that when these Germans, Europeans, and all them came over here and took power, we started speaking their language. You see what I'm saying? And this is how we got scattered all over the world. This is how you got confusion of faces, because we've scattered in every country. You can't tell the difference between a Jew from a regular Gentile, from a whatever, because you have people who are Israelites look just like a Hamite, look just like a Edomite. You see what I'm saying? You can't even tell the difference now. I was reading that somewhere in the Bible. What was I reading that? It was talking about confusion of faces. I marked so much stuff down, but I actually forget where I be that marked it at. But I'll find it though if I take time and find it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I think let's see what it was. Confusion of faces. It was in here. Okay, I can't find it right now, but I have to take time and actually look for that. But when you celebrate Thanksgiving, you're celebrating the blood, the bloodshed. The cranberry sauce is a symbol of bloodshed. You're honoring and reverencing the bloodshed that was done to your own people, your own natives, indigenous people of this land, of this country. So that's why that you shouldn't celebrate it, because it's a wicked pagan holiday. That's why you don't hear me saying no, happy Thanksgiving. That's stupid. It's horrible for me to even just say that word, because you have to think about it. That's just think about it. Let's just say if you, as a black woman or a black man or whatever, you was raped. Let's say you was raped as a woman. How would you feel if somebody years later would celebrate you and feasting off of that? How would you feel? Would that offend you as a man or woman, knowing that you had so-called white men take your manhood, and you have a so-called white person as a, take and rape a sister, or rape a black woman or whatever? How would you, honestly, just think about how you would feel about that? Would you want somebody celebrating you, celebrating that as a symbol of victory, the evil victory that they gained over you? Would you want somebody to celebrate a victory like that? Now I know some people gonna try to come in and make excuses for it and all that kind of stuff. There is no way in the world you can take something that was done and try to make something positive out of something. That's like trying to bring, the Bible said, can how you can't bring a clean thing out of, you cannot bring a clean thing out of unclean thing. You cannot bring a clean thing, unclean thing out of something clean. You can't bring nothing clean out of something unclean. How? It's impossible. That's in the Bible. So how in the world are you gonna sit up here and just say, well, I'm not celebrating Thanksgiving in commemoration of the slaughter of my people. I'm just looking at it that I can come together and talk to family and eat and enjoy food and all that kind of stuff. That's not that's a justification to say, okay, I'm celebrating Thanksgiving. You're just not coming out and just using the word. You're just trying to jump around. What you're doing, you're jumping around the answer. That's all you're doing. You're making an excuse is to say, well, look, I'm not going to celebrate this period because every time I think about this time, this is a time that the Native Americans, our indigenous people of this country, was slaughtered. You see what I'm saying? When you celebrate Thanksgiving, you see what I'm saying? So how would you like if you was raped and somebody took that and made that a legal and national holiday and celebrated not your victory for gaining power over your oppressor, but them gaining, they celebrating that person for raping you. This is what you're doing when you celebrate Thanksgiving. When you celebrate Thanksgiving, you're celebrating if those people that are dead now that they slaughtered and took this country, guess what they would be? They would be offended by you celebrating that. They would be offended. Think about this and don't say that. Would you be offended if you was raped and then somebody turn around and call themselves celebrating that, not you as a victim for overcoming it, but celebrating them for gaining the victory over you? How would you feel? See, I don't know. I guess the person, you know what I'm saying? But this is a question that I'm asking. Like Thanksgiving, I might have to go back and change the title to it. How would you feel if somebody took celebrated you as a victory of being not them for gaining the power over you, but celebrating their victory for getting the power to rape you and take you down or rape one of your children or whatever? How would you feel? Would that not be offended to you if they celebrated the victory of your child being took down by so-called white men? How would that make you feel? And you dead and gone. Or either you still alive and you find out somebody celebrating the victory of this person, rape that they don't rape your child or whatever, whoever in your family, whatever. Think about that. That's what you're doing when you celebrate Thanksgiving. Do you know that you're honoring and celebrating the native, the indigenous, the Jewish, the real Jewish people, our people? You are celebrating the victory, the victory of them slaughtering your people. You're celebrating the victory of it. Because you have to think about it. When the native Indians came over here, I mean, excuse me, not the Indian, but those people, when they came over here and stripped the native Indians of their language, their everything. Cause we, we supposed to be speaking Hebrew, not no English. You see what I'm saying? And that's why we scattered all over the place and we got confusion of faces and tongues and stuff, like confusion of languages and stuff, is because we're scattered all over the place. And I can get off into why we were scattered over the place. I'm just going to deal with one topic right now. But think about that. Would you want somebody to celebrate? How would you feel if somebody was celebrating you? You can come on, you ain't going to get on camera. How would you feel if somebody was celebrating you, not the victory that you overcame, that tragic, that you was being raped or whatever you want to call it? How would you feel? Think of it. Put it in the comment section for me, or put it in the chat or whatever. Because this is some stuff to think about. How would you feel if somebody celebrated you? That's like making fun, not feeling bad, making fun of you being in pain for that. You wouldn't enjoy that. But we know that we got people that will sit up there and they'll still make an excuse. Well, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving because you know what I mean? I just look at it as me coming together and eating with my family, enjoying with my family. I don't worry about the holiday or like that. But you still, what you're doing, you're saying a word and you're using it to get around it to still make an excuse for it, whether you know it or not. Okay. I have been doing some errands. Okay, good to see you. Okay, yeah, I just came into the chat. Now, I did send you the link on your thing here if you want to come and join, but maybe you can help me out on this stuff. Just think about it now. People celebrating Thanksgiving. I got information, man. He's watching. Um, how would you feel if that was your child being violated in that way? And then somebody years later say, "Oh, we celebrated Mr. Information Man's grandchild or whatever for being ravished by a so-called white man." That would offend you as a man, as a grandfather, and everything else. It really would. It would do. I know it would me or anybody. I mean, any man of color, woman of color with common sense. You know. Yeah. Let me. I put the link in there. Put that extra link in there. Let me, I sent another one. That's why I like looking at a lot of those videos because they're very educational. Yeah, you wouldn't want nobody to celebrate like your victory. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that's what you're literally doing. You know what I mean? And you don't want to celebrate that because it's a pagan, wicked holiday. It's all in the Bible. Hold on. So I think I done said all what I wanted to say for the time being. No sense in going on too far. So I'll stop it right here.